Okay. Hey, Tony Bruce, CPA more than just an accountant. Are you in a situation right now where you're going to be preparing and filing your tax return? That's absolutely important for sure. The majority of the field of tax preparation, specifically CPAs, is exactly that, prep and file. Wouldn't you like to work with someone who really knows your business? Here's what frustrates me. You go in, you prepare a bunch of documents, you hand them off to someone, and they prepare your return. And that's absolutely critical. But you know what? Here's what's wrong with that. 70 to 80% of what you need to do in order to save on taxes has to happen before the numbers hit the tax return. So here's the issue. What is an advisor? Here's a new thing. Everybody's in advisory, accountants and advisory, accountants and advisory. Well, here's the issue going on. What experience does that person really have in an advisory capacity? When we set out 26 years ago to build out what we're doing for our small business clients, we brought actual CFO experience. That's my experience. 80 locations, 17 states, 300 employees. I know what it's like to have to build out a retail location. I know what it's like to have to do depreciation and try to find advanced strategies to maximize depreciation to lower your tax bills. I know what it's like to roll up your sleeves and to have to make payroll. So in that way, you need someone with actual experience. I'm telling you, the majority of the field does not have that. They are primarily compliance, and that's important. We've talked about that all the time. So what does it look like when you work with us? Well, we maximize deductions, we optimize your entities, and we're not playing fast and loose with your money. But here's the deal. You need to be able to work with someone who truly knows your business, someone who gets down into the weeds with you to understand what's going on. Prep and file is not going to be where it's going to save you dollars. Listen, even companies out there, the big box vendors, they're going to tell you that they're charging $2,000, $3,000 to do a tax return. We get that, right? That's prep and file. But here's the problem with that. That fee may sound like reasonable for your business, okay? But the reality is that that fee is nowhere near what you could be saving. You're just sharing the tax cost with the IRS or New Jersey or California or wherever you're located, if that makes sense to you. So the reality is that you need to have proactive advice throughout the year, not just a one-off where you meet with somebody, oh, it's tax time. You even know you're going to see all those commercials. It's tax time. You got to prepare your taxes. Oh, it's the deadline for extensions. You got to prepare your taxes. Don't miss your deadline. That's absolutely critical and important, admittedly. But what you really need to do is working with someone on an ongoing basis who knows what's going on in your business, who has the tools. Ask them, what is your experience as an advisor? What qualifies you as an advisor? What have you done? Because if you were just working in a CPA firm, or you're just a CPA, or you're just not more than an accountant, the issue is that you're not going to be able to provide practical experience and practical advice. And therein lies the issue with someone not truly knowing your business. So that's what we do differently. We have tools. We build out a roadmap for your business. We set up a plan for your business, and we meet with you ongoing. A, to make sure that the goals are meeting what you expected, but B, to hold you and us accountable as to what's going on in your world. Because that's really the only way you're going to save tax dollars, by holding you accountable, getting together at least on a quarterly basis, right? And here's what we do. As you know, we do an initial diagnostic. That initial diagnostic allows us, like a doctor, to look at your arm. Is it broken? Is it not? What's your blood work like? In order for us to give you the prescription, in order for us to give you the go-between to get your business up and running efficiently from a tax point of view, we need to do a diagnostic. We need to know where your pain is. We need to know where the issues are in your business from a tax efficiency point of view. So hopefully that makes sense to you. When we want to do this, we want to do it as early as possible in the beginning of the year. So right now, if you're sitting at the new year and you're saying, oh my gosh, I got to get my taxes together. I wonder how much money we made. I wonder what my tax bill is going to be. You're already behind the game. You need to have someone proactive. Now, what we do is early on in the year, sure, we sign someone up whose tax return needs to be prepared for the prior year. We absolutely do that, right? No doubt about it. But the reality is that we also put you on a plan where we're moving forward over the next 12 to 18 months, especially now. Regulations have changed. We're moving in a more friendly environment in terms of regulation. Now you could really get your entrepreneurial spirit going. Maybe you're sitting there on a big 1099 from the gig economy and you're not sure what to do with that. We also hold you accountable in the form of estimated taxes. We're in relatively higher interest rate environment right now. Did you know what the underpayment penalties are on interest for not paying your taxes on a quarterly basis? We live in a pay-as-you-go system. So just like the person who receives a paycheck every week or every month or every 2 weeks, they have taxes withheld. Well, you need to also make estimated payments. That's part of our process. We make sure that you're making your estimated payments, and we also make sure that you're not paying over what you should be paying. And that improves cash flow, right? Because let's face it, taxes are an expense, and they are in many cases the biggest expense in your business, unless you're working with someone who truly can reduce that bill. But in order to do that, you have to do that proactively and efficiently. So let's get together. Let's set up a time. Make sure that you check out some of the other videos on the channel, like and subscribe. Well, that's a great way for us to get together and get rolling. Let's set up a time to get together. Let's talk. Let's see what's going on, and we could truly get to know your business, and we'll do a comparison. We'll do that diagnostic and see what we could do to save taxes for you. Tony Bruce, CPA, more than just an accountant.